welcome back and welcome to What's Brewing. The Quad Cities has such a thriving craft brewery scene, and one of the newest breweries in the area is in Clinton County. Earlier this year, DeWitt got its very first brewery when the Twisted Paddle opened its doors. And it's why owner Adam Marcus is joining us right now. Adam, thank you so much for being here with us.
And thanks for having us.
All right, I know it's been a few months, but how have things been going at Twisted Paddle Brewery?
We have been very busy, and it's pretty much everything I hoped for. So it's turning out well.
Wow. What kind of beers would you say Twisted Paddle is going to be most known for? What's your most iconic beers?
I was talking to Dave when we did the Brewed episode. I'm kind of all over the place. Right now I've got Belgian beers, I've got Scottish beers, I got hazy juicy IPAs, I've got just anything you can think of. I don't like to get pigeonholed into, one style, or hey, I've got 6 IPAs and I've got 3 sours. I just want to have a big variety. So that's kind of it's kind of my thing that I want to do, is I want to have a lot of varieties for a lot of different people. So I don't know that there's any one in particular that I would say is kind of our claim to fame type thing, but I just try to have a variety for everybody. So that's kind of my big thing.
Well, especially being the first and the only brewery in DeWitt, it's nice you can offer all of that to people. What kind of inspiration do you pull from when you're trying to think of new beers?
Well, I've been drinking craft beer since probably 1995. And when I get something that I enjoy, I think, all right, I'm going to try to make that. So I try to make my version of it. Not necessarily, I'm not trying to copy it.
Right.
But I'm like, all right, I'm going to make my version, and then I'll tweak it until I get it where I like it. And then we obviously produce it. So usually it's somebody else's beer that I'm like, I love this style. And then I'll try to make that with my twist. So that's kind of my inspiration, I guess you'd say.
With a Twisted Paddle twist.
Yep.
All right, you've been open for 5 months. What has it meant to DeWitt to bring a brewery to this community?
We are bringing in a lot of out-of-town traffic. And the one nice thing is our bartenders, they're super friendly, but the one nice thing is they'll come tell me, these are all new people. Like, everybody today is brand new. They've never been here before. So we're bringing in tourism to DeWitt, coming from, Quad Cities, Cedar Rapids, Clinton, Dubuque, and they'll tell me about it, and that's how I kind of know that we're actually doing what we envisioned, which is bringing in tourism to DeWitt, and it's working. So I'm like, that was the goal, basically, is to try and bring in tourism to DeWitt. So,
And remind people where you're located at in DeWitt.
615 8th Street.
Yep.
We're right down in the downtown. We're not on the exact main drag, but we're like a block off.
It's all easy to get to in DeWitt.
Yep, totally easy to do.
All right. Opening takes a ton of effort, and I know you put a lot of work into this, but I also know you're always looking ahead. What do you envision coming down the line for Twisted Paddle Brewery?
We got a lot of plans. Baby steps. We're all about baby steps, so we don't get into something drastic. But yeah, eventually a great big outdoor patio out back. We just did a little one out front, so at least we had some outdoor seating. But big patio out back, try to up our food more than it is now. We've got good pizzas, we got good pretzels, we've got an appetizer. We're going to start to up that game, just because that's what you do. Originally we weren't even going to have a kitchen. And 2 weeks before opening, I said, no, we have to have a kitchen. So that kind of snowballed, and anyway, it turned into where we have food and stuff now. But we got a lot of plans. It's just, again, baby steps. I don't want to overstep, so we take baby steps.
Well, before I let you go, real fast, where does the name come from, Twisted Paddle?
This has been a 10-year project, and I knew going in that I needed to name it something. And you're thinking of names. We were canoeing one day, and I had a broken paddle. So, of course, I waited until I got off the river to, get on my phone. It was taken. And the night before, I was watching History Channel where they were bending and twisting boards to build boats. And I thought, if I could twist paddles, then I'd call it Twisted Paddle. So I've got my big mash paddle for stirring the grain. I twisted that. And all our flight paddles that you get the flights in, I twisted those. So I thought, if I could call it Twisted Paddle, perfect. I got my own twist on the beers, so it just worked out.
It worked out great. And now you have officially been open in DeWitt for 5 months.
Yes.
We hope for many, many more years of success for you guys. Adam,
Yes.
thank you so much for stopping in today.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.